Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Well, in this tutorial, continue with our Pandas series. If you are new to this channel, well, my name is Prince. This channel is all about programming in Python, data visualization, and programming stuff in general. So if you are interested in programming, data science, machine learning, this tutorial is for this channel is for you. Please kindly consider subscribing to this channel for such content. Okay, so in this tutorial, we'll continue with our Pandas series that we began earlier. We'll be talking about how to fill in the missing values. So in the last tutorial, we are able to identify missing values and be able to replace them with an NaN value. Okay, so in this tutorial, we'll be able to continue our further knowledge on that, and we'll learn how you can actually replace these missing values with actual value, or how you can actually drop the missing value columns entirely. Okay, so let's get started. So I'll just scroll up here and I'll copy this code. And also make sure that if you're using a new notebook, you have Pandas imported. Okay, if you don't have Pandas installed on a computer, you can just use a pip install Pandas. Okay, so make sure that you have Pandas imported as well. So I'll copy the previous data that you're working with, and I'll paste it here, and then I'll just run a df, and then we have that here. So you can see we are missing this part we are missing, this part is missing, this part is missing, and this part is missing, right? So let's go ahead and see how we can replace that. So you can see that we have all of these the true values are missing values, but in this case we have the dash being false, because dash is not considered as a missing value. It's actually a character in Python, but to us that is actually a missing value because there's no one with a name of dash. So let's go ahead and actually replace that. So just use the replace method. So replace, and then here we want to type what we want to replace. We want to replace the dash with whatever. Now we need to specify the value that you want to replace it with. So we want to replace it with np numpy.nan. Okay, so now we run that, so we can now see that it has been replaced. So one thing that we need to do, we need to reassign the df back to this new data frame in which the dash has been replaced. Okay, so one way we can do that is just by specifying in here another attribute parameter argument rather, which is just say in place equals to true. So in place equals to true means that it will reassign it for us automatically. So in case we come down here and do f, we can see that it has been changed without us having to reassign it back to df. So now that we have all the missing values replaced with nan, let's go ahead and actually remove them from our data set. Or first of all, I'll show you how to replace them with a value that you want, and then later I'll show you how to drop columns that are having missing values in case that's what you want to do. So we just have to say df, we want to select the name column, and then we want to replace all the missing values. So we select the name column, we have to reassign it back, so we have to say equals to df dot this will be name. We want to fill na, so fill na, we just fill the missing values for us. So it want to fill NAs with just say maybe let's say do. Okay, right? Yeah, we want to fill the missing values with do. So I run this cell, and whenever we come down and I do df, you can see that all the places that are having an a missing, we have replaced with do. Okay, so let's go ahead and actually do the same thing for all the other columns. So df we want to access this column for location. So we want to say df location. So this is actually location. We want to replace the missing locations with let's say location. So we have to fill na. So we want to fill it with all the missing locations. We want to fill it with let's say Paris. Okay, Paris. So we want to fill all the missing locations with Paris. So we run that cell, and then we can come down here and do a df. We can see that the missing locations have been replaced with Paris. The missing location was this one, and it has been replaced with Paris. Okay, so now let's do the same for age column. So let's go df age, right? So we need to say age. We need to say equals to df, and then we need to specify this as age. Age, and then we want to do a replace. We want to fill na. So fill na. We want to fill the missing values with maybe we want to fill it with the average age of this guy. So you just have to say df. We want to fill it with age. Age dot I think is age dot mean, just like this, that mean just like this, and then here we can specify certain attributes. So just press the control shift and tab on your screen. This will bring for you this documentation. So we can see we can specify one argument is replace NA. So we want to skip all the NA values. We just want to find the mean of this, and this. So of 29, 30, and 43. We want to find the mean. Okay, so that's what we want to do. So we want to say skip NA equals to true, right? So this is true. So we run this cell, and then we can go up here, and then we can do a df. So we can say df, and then we can run that. We can find the NaN has been replaced with the mean of this ag. So we have successfully managed to clean our whole data set, and now we have a clean data set whereby there are no missing values. So we can just do df.isNA. We can find all of them to be false. So yeah, we have successfully cleaned our data. Okay, so now let's imagine that our data, I'll just copy this right here and paste it down here so I can show you something else. So I'll copy this and paste it here. So I'll run this, and then we can go df, and we can find that we still have those missing values here. So let's say you want to drop the column for the missing value. So you just say df drop. This is actually drop NA. So this will drop all the NA values, and then we can specify how we need to either say any. So any column that has missing value, even one missing value will be dropped. If you specify all, then all the columns within a row must have missing values before they can be dropped. So we just say NA because we want to drop any column that has a single cell having a missing value. So run this, and we can see that we can just do in place equals to true. Okay, true, just like that. So we can come down here and then do a df, and we can find that we have so we can just run that over there, and you can find that all columns having the missing value all have been replaced, right? So the only column that doesn't have missing value is this column, right? So this one has a missing value, so it will be dropped. This one has a missing value, it will be dropped, and this also row has a missing value, and it will be dropped. Okay, so this row has a missing value, it will be dropped. This row has an NaN, to be dropped, but the dash is not considered as a missing value. Okay, so dash is not considered as a missing value in Python because dash is actually a character. That's why we are only left with this column. Okay, so in case you want to drop this column as well, you just have to do a replace the dash with an N, and then you'll be able to drop all columns. Okay, so now let's try to fix this, and let's try to make this much clearer. So let's say this one is just James as it was previously. So we run this, and then we can find that we have James there as well, because James is not that has all the cells or all the columns within this row do not have missing values. That's why it is there, and the same applies to this. Okay, so that's how we can use the drop NA to drop the columns that have missing values. So I hope this tutorial was really helpful for you. If it was, please consider subscribing to this channel and giving this video a thumbs up. So in the next tutorial, we'll actually go into depth and look at how we can use the replace method to clean our data and refine our data furthermore. So thanks for watching. See you in the next tutorial. If you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, please kindly support this channel and subscribe. Thank you.